This is Penn Sunday School, and to our listening ears, all nature sings and round us rings the music of the spheres. This is Penn Sunday School.
I wanted to talk about this. Everybody is talking about the white paper that came out through NBC about the drone strikes and Obama, Barack Obama, 007, license to kill. We wanting to be able to decide in a room with bureaucrats who you're going to kill and send drones to do that. The debate is all established. I was pretty shocked that I didn't see it. I only heard about it, so I might be wrong. That Bill Maher was just going, "Oh yeah, this is a fine thing. It's so much different than Bush sending out the drones."
Targeted assassinations of Americans thought to consort overseas with terrorists are necessary, ethical, and wise.
Yeah, that's what
their claim was.
That's what they said, and they also say that the whole idea of this is that even in countries we're not at war with, we're at war with terrorism, and the threat used to be it had to be an imminent threat. Now it just has to be they're hanging out with the wrong folks.
You went out for hummus and you're nice.
It's scary. I could accidentally consort. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. You're consorting all the time, Matt.
I
It's your
might be.
style. It's to consort.
I would talk to anyone. I would help anyone out who asked me to help lift something into a car. I would do it.
The same
drive it
as
into that
prancing.
But all I want to say, the only thing I have to say about this argument, and it's what I want to say to all Obama supporters. Before Lincoln, in the 19th century, there was a time in our country, which I think was a wonderful time, where all presidents really did was shake hands. They did not do jack shit. They were like the Queen, and then executive power starts really barreling, with Lincoln, of course. Of course, with our Civil War, we go apeshit and jump into civil wars. In the United States, about 1 million people died in the Civil War. Yeah. If there were a United States somewhere else, they would have come in and taken out Lincoln. They would have said, the Civil War is out of control. We got to fix this. They would have come in. That's what we do in Somalia and so on. But and then you got the New Deal that gets really big, and you've got all this presidential power, and presidential power has increased in the whole 20th century into the 21st century. Clinton, Bush, and Obama are increasing presidential power. And this idea that the president and a few of his buddies can decide where the drones go and who gets killed without everybody else involved.
Yeah, what is Congress doing?
Well, put that all aside. Let's take as a given that Obama is perfect. Okay? That's where I want to start with this argument. I don't want to argue at all about Obama.
All right.
I don't want to argue at all about that. I'll let Bill Maher and all those guys just say every decision Obama makes is perfect. Okay. Every choice he makes is perfect. He not only knows what's best for the country, he also does what's best for the country, and he makes no mistakes. For this argument, that's what we're going to say is true.
All right.
There is nothing wrong whatsoever with Obama. Everything he does is perfect. He will only be president for 4 more years. And all the grabs he makes for executive power will still be there.
Fall onto the next
So
door.
maybe the next president, President Clinton again, but a different Clinton, will be perfect too. And maybe the president after that, which will be another 4 years of Clinton, will be perfect too. And maybe the president after that will be perfect too. But what about the president in 20 years with all this power if we make one tiny itty-bitty mistake and this time don't elect the absolutely perfect person? Do we want them to have this executive power? My problem is never with the president. It's with the power. You know, I was upset at how much power Bush had. I was upset at how much power Clinton had. I'm upset with how much power Obama has. It does not matter who it is. There is nobody that can be trusted to lay that legacy on to future generations. We want to limit the power so it matters less who's president, because not every president might be as perfect as Obama. I also confused my tenses. That sentence made no sense. I just wanted to prove to people again that I'm not Christopher Hitchens, who could do sentences that complicated off the top of his head. We want to limit presidential power, so if we don't have the perfect person as president, they cannot do too much damage. And everybody that disliked Bush should remember, while Obama is in, they don't want to give more power to Obama, because that may go for someone like Bush. And everybody that was a big supporter of Bush should remember that the power that Bush got then went to Obama. And let's go back to like Lincoln and just dial it back a little bit. The balances of power are really good. Let's not kill people without declaring war. And we haven't been doing that proper declare war thing since Jefferson. But it doesn't mean it's a bad idea to actually say this, declaring war on drugs and poverty and terrorism, declaring war on common nouns. You know, if you declare war, it has to have a capital letter on who you're declaring war against. You can declare war against Germany. You cannot declare war against bad stuff. That's all I want, is I want, when we go to war and decide to kill people, I want a lot of people to argue about that. I want everybody in the country to argue about that. I want there to be a deadlock over going to war. I want it to be a big deal. If Canada comes across the border with tanks shooting everybody in Detroit, then we can decide on war really, really fast.
Right.
But if there's something happening far away and we think kind of, sort of, might, could be dangerous in the future, let's argue about it for a wicked long time. Maybe let's argue about it for the rest of our lives. Let's just not do war. The idea that the president gets these ideas that are really, really good. I'm not saying they're not good, but really, really good, and is able to do them without the rest of us thinking about it. And if we don't understand exactly why we have to kill people in Pakistan, if we don't completely understand that because we weren't at the briefings, I'm sorry, you've got to spend the time to make us understand that. You've got to put in if you want to go to war, spend the time making I'm not as smart as Obama. I'm not as smart as, Obama is smarter in his little finger than I am in my whole fucking body. I'm not smart. I don't have this Obama intelligence. His job as president is to explain to an idiot like me why we have to kill people. Because it's my money, it's my name, I'm part of the United States of America. You don't get to kill people in my name without explaining to me why we're doing it. That's all.